Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And for the Timberwolves, sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at point guard. Now here's Towns. Edwards drives in. The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And, Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long, and by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction. And since 1999, the Clippers and Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA teams to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
Okay, that's frustrating. You work hard to get these open looks. You know he liked that one back.
He gets that one.
And how about the quick eyes there from Towns? Finds a hole in the defense and exploits it there with a nice find.
Outside Jackson. Pass to Zubac. It's stolen by Gobert. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Russell passes to Towns. It's Russell with the drive. Good it is. This goes to Towns. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. And they're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Just 4 to shoot. George from deep three-point land. No good from outside. Got the defender off his feet with the pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Russell looking it over. He kicks it to Towns. Back to Russell. Towns sets the pick for Russell. Good on the triple. Russell's got 5 now.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
George with the ball. Picked up by Edwards. Can they get it? Outside, George. Here's Jackson. Banked in off the glass.
The developing feel Reggie Jackson has for scoring inside, playing much more under control these days.
Russell passes to Towns. Gobert with a screen on Morris. Morris against Towns. Passes to Gobert. It's hauled in by Zubac. Clippers trail by 7.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
To the left side wing. Pass to George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
He hits the second from the line.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
Oh, here's Edwards. Kicks it to Russell. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Shot by McDaniels, no good. And here's George. He'll bring it up for Los Angeles. They trail by 6. Now the pass to Zubac. The shot's good on the assist by Jordan.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Here is Edwards. Fires for 3. Nailed from three-point land. Edwards got 7 points.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Rudy Gobert with the rebound.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
You know, if you get the ball to the right guy in the right spot, more often than not, you're coming away with points.
Oh, here's Edwards. 7 points in the game.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Jackson finds Leonard. 20 seconds left to play in the first quarter. And the shot goes in.
Beautiful from Kawhi, establishing himself and going to work. Love the confidence.
Now, here is Russell. 5 points in the game. Pass to McDaniels. Out to Russell. And that concludes the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 5. And we'll get it going after this from the Target Center. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And guys, what's your take so far on the Timberwolves?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves.
The rare guy who can do everything at both ends. Paul George gives you a chance to win every night.
Now, here is Russell. Outside Edwards. He kicks it to McDaniels. Back to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Flying high. Anthony Edwards, ladies and gents, cleared for takeoff.
Clippers trail by 5. Jackson with it. Kicks it out to Leonard. When you think of backcourt offenses in general, Greg, how critical is ball and player movement to a team's success?
Kevin, unless you have incredible isolation scores, it's essential. Even then, keeping the defense rotating and reacting is the best way to create open looks and offensive rebound opportunity.
Here's Leonard, following the bucket by the Timberwolves. Shoots over McDaniel. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Jaden McDaniel.
The nuances that Kawhi has added to his game. That time, a little up fake.
All free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
And Kawhi Leonard with multiple finals MVPs, putting him in elite company.
GA, not many guys have done it ever. The only other current players, KD and LeBron. That should tell you just how special the Claw is.
And really one of the more mobile bigs in our league. You simply have to account for Towns on the drive.
And here's George. Kicks it out to Leonard. There's the 3. The Clippers get another chance here. And the wide open shot for Morris. No good with the triple. Timberwolves leading by 7. Gobert the pass to Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Back to Russell. Pass to Edwards. Timberwolves passing it around. Towns for 3. They get it back. Pass to McDaniels. Up to Gobert. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for Los Angeles. 7-point differential. George against Edwards. And that one's good. George has got 4 this quarter.
Facing up from mid-range, George could have tried to drive, but takes what the defense gives him.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Back to Edwards. And Edwards with the stuff.
One sign of a great playmaker, hitting his man in stride.
Clippers trail by 7. Now Jackson. Outside, George. Launches a 3. Morris passes to Zubac. No good on that one. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting.
For decades, the Clippers were almost directionless, but they found their place in the NBA, becoming a franchise that competes in the West.
Los Angeles has gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Leonard dishes to George. To the right side. Zubac with it. Picked up by Edwards. And there's the call on Rudy Gobert. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the West, you know, is very difficult. But Steve, for the Clippers, how much of their success is tied to their identity?
Kevin, a lot of it. They've become a hard-nosed team, hanging their hat on defense, playing together, making opponents earn everything they get.
Just 3 to shoot. And George gets it to go.
Excellent concentration from Paul George, overwhelming the aggressive defense with his strength and determination.
Russell high post. Jackson on him. Here's Edwards. Driving in. Out to Russell. Edwards passes to Towns. And out of bounds as the Clippers gain possession. Clippers trail by 5. Outside, George. 26 seconds left in the first half. Leonard with no one around. And it's off from three-point range. Jackson against Russell. Towns dishes to Russell. Here's Gobert. Second chance shot. Nifty move. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow. We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him. Really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
So with Leonard on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Robert Covington out there with Batum. And it's man in at the small forward position. Anderson's shot is off. Clippers trail by 3. Wall looking it over. Outside, Batum. Back to Wall. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he could get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
Now here's Prince. There's the pass to Anderson. Back to Prince. Kicks to Anderson. Pass to McLaughlin. No good on the triple. Clippers trail by 3. Inside is Covington.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
Yeah, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
And he's good on the second. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Timberwolves passing it around. Here's Prince. That one, no good. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Over in the corner, Batum. Outside, Covington. And the dunk by Covington.
Getting to the rim, Covington has popped when he needs it.
2 minutes into the second half of play now. Takes it inside. They get it back. The kick out to Anderson. Trying to end the drought, and the layup is good. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grind-it-out game.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Back to Wall. Pass to Covington. For the lead. He can't get that one to fall. Timberwolves go the other way with it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And so it's Minnesota with it. The lead is 2. McLaughlin, the pass to Reed. Here's Noel. Shot clock at 5. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And how high can you fly? I mean, he finishes that one with some pop.
GA after getting loose in the lane with a scintillating move. Now here's Wall. Outside Covington. Batum passes to Covington. Back to Batum. Lots of room. The rebound by Anderson.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Noel passes to Reed. Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Wall. A 3 from Anderson. Sinks the triple. And now a 7-point Minnesota lead.
He's used to being the catalyst. Now trying to become more of a threat, playing off the ball.
And Wall kicks the foul. There's a minute left in the third quarter. Back to Wall. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Tipped away. Here's Noel. Passes it to Reed. Anderson, a screen on Powell. McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Not explosive at all. Kyle Anderson is crafty. Nice play to draw the foul.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. McDaniels comes in for Taurean Prince. Edwards has come in for Noel. And it's Russell in for Jordan McLaughlin. Now here's Leonard. And here's George for 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Oh, here's Edwards. No good that time.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
George, that's a 2-pointer. A 3 from Morris. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. A good size advantage, and they'll... Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Minnesota leading by 7. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's McDaniels at the small 4. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Stolen by George. Outside Leonard. Pass to George. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Fouling to try and stop the shot, but PG-13 with terrific body control makes him pay.
And so it's Russell with it. He brings it up for Minnesota. 4-point game. He dishes it to McDaniels. 6 on the shot clock. It's Russell with the drive. Oh, and it looks like that's going to be a goaltending call. Yep, that's it. So they'll get the basket.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Edwards against George. On the wing, Morris. A shot's good on the assist by George. Morris has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Edwards against George. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Out to the wing. Towns dishes to Edwards. And the rejection by Zubats. And that one goes out of bounds. Touched by Zubats. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Just 2 to shoot. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. That's a 2 from Towns. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Right side Leonard. The tray, and another 3 for the Clippers.
The defenders need to recognize the importance of staying on him as we get into crunch time.
Outside Russell. He kicks it to Gobert. Outside Towns. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Towns has got 4 points in the quarter.
And proving to be a prolific scorer from anywhere on the floor. That's a gimme for Towns.
The shot by George, wide open. And here's Morris for 3. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got his 5th rebound in this one. Timberwolves leading by 4. Outside Russell. To the paint. Here's Towns. He goes right over Marcus Morris and slams it down.
And I like Russell's ability to create for others. He does what's best for the team.
To the inside, Morris. And Morris moves it down.
Important points from Morris. When he's feeling it, he'll step up and take control.
Russell passes to Edwards. A minute 42 left in the fourth quarter. It's Reggie Jackson with the rebound.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
George looking over the floor. And there's the pass to Zubats. And the dunk by Zubats.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Outside Edwards. 1:14 left to play here in the fourth. Hands down low. Morris is there. Edwards finds Gobert. He is hauled in by Los Angeles. George with the ball. Now defended by Gobert. Gobert against George. Jackson passes through Leonard. A huge shot to tie it up.
Big time basket at a big time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
The drive by Russell. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. McDaniels with the ball. Leonard's there. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Best known for his defense. Gobert looking to deliver at the offensive end.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time. Here's George. Ooh, offline. Outside for Jackson. On the wing, Morris. Count it!
And that's a clutch bucket by Morris, showing the team they can count on him down the stretch.
Minnesota calls timeout. They're trailing by 3. 5 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. 5 seconds left in the fourth. For 3, Edwards. Leonard with the steal. Off target with that shot. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. Thank you, David. Great.
Also confident.
Indeed. Thanks, Allie.
Here we go.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Moran and Bain in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the center position, filling out the middle.
The speed of Russell on full display. Love watching him turn on the Jets and get to the cup.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
Clock at 2. Jackson. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Edwards, here we go. Oh, Brooks with the steal. From deep, Morant. Russell with the rebound.
And the defense dodged one right there. Not the guy you want to leave open.
Gobert passes to Edwards. It's rebounded by Memphis.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Outside Morant. Adams finds Morant. Outside Bain. The three is up. Good. And the setup by Morant.
What a pass from Morant. He does a terrific job staying alert, seeking out the right opportunities to get his teammates involved.
Pass to Towns. Now here's Gobert. Adams covering. Back to Russell. It's McDaniels on the wing. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Oh, stolen by Morant. Bain against Edwards. Outside Morant. From deep. And again, it's Memphis with a three.
Look, when you're as explosive as Ja, then opponents are going to let you take shots from deep.
Gobert passes to McDaniels. The kick out to Edwards. This one for three. Gets the three ball to go.
Man, this is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And whenever Adams is aggressive on offense, it helps big time, especially when he's dunking it hard inside.
Every night, Ja Morant has a hard job to do. He draws the opponent's toughest defender in each game they play. That's how talented of a scorer he is.
Here's Morant. Adams, the pass to Brooks. Now here's Morant.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Jackson on the wing. Covered by Towns. Back to Jackson. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
And he's no stranger to contact inside. Love watching Jackson bully his way through aggressive defense.
When you talk about the D Morant has to face, yet he finds a way to get the best of most of those matchups, Richard.
He's got a very advanced offensive skill set. He can score off the bounce. He can spot up. Depending on who's guarding him, Ja can adapt and find any weakness.
Now here's Morant. Pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. And then Morant with the dunk.
Okay, I see you, Ja, flexing a little bit of muscle, showing off that athletic ability. Okay.
Now here's Russell. Outside Edwards. Fires the three. The rebound by Jackson.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's the shot he typically makes.
Morant, the pass to Bain. To the middle. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to Morant. Back to Jackson. Jack's up a three. Rebound Minnesota.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Edwards with it. Back to Gobert. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And with incredible agility and reflexes, Gobert excels above the rim.
Russell against Morant. Outside Bain. Outside for Brooks. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Pass to Edwards. Left side, Russell. And so the first quarter is in the books. Grizzlies out in front, up 5. Stay with us now as we get set. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. What stands out to you from the Grizzlies in this one?
Well, clearly they played well in the first period because of their selfless attitude.
They are playing for one another and focusing on making winning plays. You love to see it.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves. Back Back to Bain. Fires it. It's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Timberwolves trail.
When it comes to the Grizzlies, a lot of this season is about erasing the memory of their playoff loss last year. It was a disappointing end to their season.
In transition, here they come. Oh, it's Morant missing. Now Edwards. Outside McDaniels. Russell against Morant. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. And we played through the first minute here in the second. Jackson, the pass to Brooks. Back to Jackson. Outside Bain. Kicks it out to Jackson. Let's go with a three. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. But with Memphis' 2021-2022 season, it still has to be considered a success, right?
Yeah, I think it was a successful season, but as a whole, this young team, they won their division, but the hopes were so much higher going into the postseason than just the second round.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Back to Morant. On the wing, Bain. Jackson against Edwards. And Gobert with a block.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. Why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
Adams has gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Morant against Russell. Right wing. Towns passes to Russell. Back to Towns. Gobert inside. Adams is there. McDaniels from long range. The rebound by Jackson. Memphis leading. Outside Morant. Pass to Bain. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Adams with a screen on Edwards. Memphis needs to get off a shot. The three from Bain. Offensive rebound. Morant with it. Guarded by Edwards. Jackson against Towns. Second chance shot. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
When we evaluate players, one thing that gets overlooked, age. Take Jaren Jackson Jr. He was only 18 when he got drafted in 2018.
And he makes both free throws. You know, for Triple J, it took time to develop. Year 4 with Memphis was a special one, Richard.
Jackson unlocked his defensive potential amongst the best shot blockers in the entire league. You have to give those young guys time before making a true judgment.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Now Bain. Inside. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Pass to Towns. Deflected.
Making his presence known with that spot. Jackson Jr. understands when to go after blocks.
Russell against Morant. Now here's Adams. Outside for Brooks. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Minnesota has gone 0 for 3 from deep to begin the second. Russell, the pass to Edwards. Got it. 2 for 5 now.
Love how selfless he is setting brick screens like this. Plays like that right there are what help create easy scoring opportunities.
Here's Morant. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Down low. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
Doesn't have to get up much. Jackson Jr. at 6'11" just easily finishes that hoop.
Pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Here's Towns. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here. And it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. And some changes here for the Grizzlies. 24 seconds left in the second quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Noel. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That's on Brandon Clark. First one falls for him. Both good from the line that time. Well, Memphis shooting just 38%. Their offense not where they want to be. Outside Jones. Green, the pass to Williams. With the crossover. And it's good on the lay-in. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
Exposing the defense and taking advantage in the paint.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff.
18.
We've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Man, you look at Jaren Jackson. He's been playing really well.
It's not easy to own a game through your work on the glass, but he's managed to do it thus far.
On the court for Memphis, we've got Green. Tyus Jones is out there with John Conchar. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Williams in at power forward. Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
Oh, just an artful little reverse slam.
Power and style. That was sweet. Here's Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Noel. Well, we talk about the critical importance of the wing position, RJ. From the time you played, how do you think that position has evolved?
Well, when you talk about positionless basketball, it really falls on the forwards. You want them to have more responsibilities. You want them to be able to guard 1-5. You want to be able to run the offense through them. So the wings in positionless basketball have a lot more responsibility.
Reed passes to Anderson. Back to Reed. And it's blocked by Clark. It's Williams, high post. Anderson's there. Williams passes to Jones. Here's Conchar. Pass to Williams.
Just lost his head out there. And what happened if you're pushing a little too hard?
And this kind of selflessness is great to see. Textbook positioning to draw the charge.
The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 in the second half. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Here's Noel. Outside, Anderson. Clark grabs the board. Well, the Grizzlies shooting just 42% so far in the game.
Something Kyle Anderson does well is put pressure on the ball. Not what you expect from bigger guys, but he's got good instincts and fine steals.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. His ability to snatch the ball has even helped him secure a record, Richard.
Yeah, back in 2021, Kyle set the single-game playoff record for the Grizzlies with 6 steals. It was an impressive defensive effort for him, and trust me, he knows how to use his size and length very well.
Jones up top. Well, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Williams finds Jones. Back to Williams. On the wing, Jones. Off the mark there with a 3. The Timberwolves trail. Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Reed, a screen on Jones. Here's McLaughlin. Oh, he goes up high for the two-handed slam.
Now that's how you use the screen right there.
And it leads to a thunderous finish. That was nice.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better, we'll take it.
Williams on the wing. Pass to Clark. Jones with the ball. McLaughlin with the rebound for Minnesota. They've gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's Brent for the lead, and the layup is up and in. Prince has got his first basket. A minute and a half left in the third. Jones, the pass to Williams. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Grizzlies lead by 1.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Here's Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. A minute 4 left in the third quarter. Count it. Good.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Here's Conchar. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Pass to Williams. Basket's good. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Here's Prince. Here's Noel. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
And he drops them first. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Memphis trailing here. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Conchar. Outside, Green. Williams from long range. And it's Noel with a rebound. Comes up empty down low. Williams from long range. Oh, no good on the last second attempt there. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. The T-Wolves on top. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And for the Timberwolves, they're shooting at 45% of the game so far. The backcourt is Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's McDaniels in at the 3. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Towns down low, defended by Jackson. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Jackson finds Bain. Back to Jackson. Outside for Moran. There's the triple. Another shot. On the wing, Brooks. Outside Moran. Pass to Adams. Stolen by Russell. Outside Edwards. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Morant, the pass to Jackson. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Fast break, Minnesota. Outside for Russell. Gobert on the high post. Pass to Towns. Now Edwards. Good. And the Timberwolves lead by 5. All right, guys, what's your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves? And here's Moran. And here's Bain. Yes, and a nice assist from Jackson.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Outside Russell, outside McDaniels. And it's powered home by Towns.
I'll tell you what, that cat was strong and physical. Woo, I'm not sure how you can effectively stop Towns around the basket.
Here's Moran. Pass to Bain. Jackson against Towns. Shot clock at 6. Morant, the pass to Brooks. To the inside. Here's Adams. Second chance effort. It's blocked by Gobert. Outside Edwards. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in.
Come on now, what a talent. Slips through the lane and just flushes it home.
Oh, the D feeling some shame right there.
That was big league.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. He told the squad, run when you have the chance. We can't score all of our points in the half court. Push the rock. Let's see if they listen to Coach. Back to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. The Timberwolves have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
Yeah, but they can't relax. They've got to keep building on this lead because it is not safe.
I tell you, a little extra pressure on D when you're up against a point guard who can elevate.
It doesn't make it easy, does it?
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
Edwards finds Russell. Here's Gobert. Adams covering. And down it goes. 2 points.
I mean, just a string of terrific shots. I mean, this team is on fire.
Adams with a screen on Russell. Shot from 12. And it's Morant again missing.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
52 seconds left to play in the fourth. Back to Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Over Brooks. McDaniels can't hit. And the Grizzlies with possession here. They trail by 9. Adams. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
And he can't make the second free throw either. He missed them both. Now the Timberwolves with it. They're on a 12-4 run. Russell, pass to McDaniels. Outside Edwards. And they double up Edwards. Pass to Russell. Back to Daniels. To the paint. Here's Edwards. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
It's always nice to perform like this, especially in front of the faithful home crowd.
And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. A clean win, and one where they clearly showed better energy.
Yeah, me too. Here we go. Thanks, David. So Memphis will get the first possession. Look at the opening lineup for the Memphis Grizzlies. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. And of course, there's some pretty cool stories, aren't there, about Kawhi Leonard and what he has done in the community.
There really are, Kevin. And think about it. When he wins the Defensive Player of the Year award, that comes with a car. And instead of using it for his own personal use, he donated that to a children's welfare charity. This is the same guy who gave 1 million backpacks to kids in need in Los Angeles. Just a few of the things he does for his community.
Now George, following the miss by John Morant from deep.
Well, we didn't see the same kind of control we're used to seeing from him. This guy is usually a tremendous finisher.
Outside for Jackson. It's hauled in by Zubats. Now the Clippers moving it up. Jackson finds Zubats. Outside Jackson. Count that one.
Reggie Jackson has got the willingness to convert on the interior. Nice touch right there.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Now, here's Bain. And that one is stuffed right through.
How about that? Flying high to send that one down. And you know what? When you've got the athleticism and explosion of a player like that, bigger guys are still at your mercy.
Jackson outside for George. Lets the 3 fly. That shot misses. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Bain passes to Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. It's Brooks on the wing. Back to Morant. 4 on the clock, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ja Morant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
The Clippers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Doris, it's been great to see the Clippers rise to prominence over the last 10 years, hasn't it?
Yeah, I mean, listen, this was an organization that spent years in futility, but you have to admire the transformation that has led to consistent success. They used to be a franchise that made the playoffs maybe once in a decade. Now you expect them to contend in the West.
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
George looking over the floor. Here's Leonard, and it's Leonard with the jam.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Jackson against Morant. And the pass to Adams. Takes it off the glass.
Adams is used to scoring through contact. Make no mistake, he'll show you some strength every now and again.
Jackson with the bounce pass. Zubac finds Morris. Launches it. Traps in the tray.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Morant against Jackson. Morant passes to Adams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Well, we all know Steven Adams is one of the most physical guys in the NBA. He is so solid at using his body to pick up fouls.
Second free throw, no good. Clippers leading by 3. Here's George, and George with the stuff.
That's just heads-up basketball, and Jackson scanning the floor, spots the ready shooter. Nicely done.
Morant kicks to Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. George, that's a 2-pointer. Right side Leonard, stolen by Brooks. Down low, here's Morant.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
It's George on the wing, guarded by Bain. There's Jackson with the 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it. And how about the footwork? Check out those moves in the post and then the sweet finish to go along with it.
Excellent work around the basket. You're right, G.A. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Kicks it out to Leonard. Over Brooks. Here's Zubac. And it's good. Hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And indeed, they're going to look at it.
The previous play is under review.
And honestly, guys, in real time, I couldn't really see whether he got it off in time. But with the benefit of replay, it seems pretty clear that the clock expired just before the release.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And it looks like they got it right this time. No basket. The clock had expired while the ball. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Memphis out in front. They lead by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of the sprint. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. Hey guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Grizzlies?
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
I think the other thing they've done a great job of is making their presence felt inside, converting tons of paint opportunities.
The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Morant, right side. Crafty move. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 5th rebound in this one. Outside Jackson. On the wing, Morris. Here's George. Oh, the power on that throwdown.
Now, Paul George is an exceptional athlete and demonstrating his insane dunking skills there. Get this guy in the dunk competition.
Brooks kicks to Morant. And to watch NBA offense when the ball is hopping, I think you'd agree, it is beautiful. The precision, the grace, the timing. How much of that, Doris, is just making the simple pass?
I think the best basketball is played when players think, what is the next right play? And so often, Kevin, that is simply moving the basketball. On the catch, you're in triple threat position. But as soon as you don't have anything, move it to the next guy. So I couldn't agree more.
Bane, no good. And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. And that one's good. George.
Gorgeous. That pull-up jumper is simply gorgeous. Paul George rises above everyone.
Morant kicks to Brooks. Jackson has the open look. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. Jackson's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
The shot by George, wide open. Again, Los Angeles. Here's Morant. 8 points for him. Here in the 2nd quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. To the wing right side. Here's Adams. Morris with the rebound. Clippers leading by 3 from about 19 feet. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Morris.
Well, Marcus Morris has tremendous size, and he is willing to find his teammates when they're open. That's nicely done.
And Morant throws it down.
That's a finish he'll be bragging about for a while.
As he should. Very impressive.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim. Okay.
George passes to Jackson. Kicks it to Leonard. Clock at 6. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
There's just so much force that Kawhi plays with. It is what allows him to rise up and put it down with authority.
Out to Brooks. Here's Morant. And finished off by Morant.
Ooh, put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. As to Leonard. Puts up a 3. No good. Shot missing. And Memphis the other way now. Brooks, left side. Pass to Bane. 46 seconds left now here in the 2nd. A 3 from Morant. Shot clock reset for Memphis. And Adams with the slam.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Bane against George. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. And George kicks to Zubac. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant surveying the D. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
George up top. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Grizzlies lead by 1. And now we'll send it. Thank you, David. Folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter. halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good... The speed and the handle of John Wall, just breathtaking.
Jones in the post, covered by Wall. Green dishes to Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
Memphis shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. And he sinks the second.
Well, a little shaky from the line, and instead of putting them in front, he's only able to tie it up.
Outside, Wall. And he makes good on the layup. Wall's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Well, you carve out position, you get a high percentage look. John Wall has got size from the lead guard. Look out.
Jones, the pass to Clark. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Nicholas Batum.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
And so Clark nails both of them. And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. Gets it out to Covington. Second chance effort. And the rejection by Clark. Out of bounds, Clippers ball as the Clippers keep possession. Williams with the steal. Mark against Batum. Clark dishes to Green. Kicks it out to Jones. Williams up on top. Here's Crenshaw. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Jones, no luck.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
Here's Man, headed by Green. Outside, Wall. Passes it to Man. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Covington. It's rebounded by Memphis. On the wing, Jones. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Williams passes to Green. Looking for Clark, and he gets it there. Kicks it out to Jones. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Boy, that's the last thing they needed. This game too close to be making those kinds of errors.
The Clippers have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the 3rd quarter. The pass to Man. It's stolen by Green. Jones with it. He's picked up by Wall. And here they go. Back to Green. For the lead. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play. Getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Wall against Jones. And Wall kicks to Batum. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
All alone from mid-range. They know he won't miss many of those. What's interesting to me is when somebody takes a buyout, that typically means they're close to done. That is not the case with Nick Batum. He got bought out of Charlotte in 2020, and he's still a very good basketball player.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Pass to Crenshaw. Back to Jones. 1:31 left to play here in the 3rd. 6 to shoot. Back to Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
And that assist just got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Clippers trail by 3. Talking about Batum, that buyout doors seem to really rejuvenate him.
That's exactly right, Kevin. He moves to L.A., and we know everyone loves playing in that city. All of Batum's numbers went way up, and you have to wonder, maybe that buyout refocused him.
And that's how to make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered.
Foul for 3. Conchar pulls it in. Clark outside. Outside, Jones. Back to Clark. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
And so Clark nails both of them. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the third. Jones against Wall. It's stolen by Jones. And here again, the Grizzlies in transition. Up the court they go. Here's Williams, and it's Williams with the jam.
Well, Danny Green excels at recognizing when his teammates have open looks and putting it on the money. Nicely done.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
Yeah, easy call.
It's his first trip to the line. That's good from Wall. Both teams will make substitutions. That misses, so he splits the free throws.
When John Wall has been healthy, this guy has been a consistently solid force with his speed and ability to get downhill. Really incredible awareness.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
And I think what's happening is they're getting their shots within the flow of their offense, and you can clearly see the difference.
And so it's Memphis with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson with the 1 spot. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers.
As unassuming as he looks sometimes, Kawhi Leonard finishes with authority off the dribble.
Leonard with the steal. It's hauled in by Adams. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Morant passes to Bing. Back to Morant. Outside Jackson. Brooks outside. Shot clock at 3. And George gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Grizzlies making a change here. Williams is checked in. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Up top, Morant. And Morant throws it down.
And relentless in his attack, Morant is wearing down the defense, putting up some huge numbers here tonight.
Now George. And it's George finishing it off.
Reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Up top, Morant. Guarded by Jackson. Adams drawing the double team. Count it. Adams has got the lead up to 10 now for Memphis.
Listen, there is a touch and a confidence about Steven Adams. If he's in the paint, he will get it done.
Here's Leonard. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Bain kicks to Jackson. Over in the corner, Williams. Back to Jackson. Williams passes to Adams. The Clippers grab the miss. Zubats has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Williams with the steal. We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Morant passes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
What a deft pass by Morant. He finds a wide open man as quickly as anybody in our league.
And George kicks to Leonard. A shot's good on the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Morant outside. Outside Williams. Back to Morant. Here's Adams. Second shot opportunity. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. And the Grizzlies lead by 11. On the wing, George. Guarded by Bain. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. On the wing, Williams. Back to Bain. Clock at 4. On the wing, Jackson. Misses the through. And so it's Leonard with it. We'll bring it up for the Clippers. Morris with the bucket.
Well, this is why it helps to have a big man capable of sprinting the floor. Marcus Morris solid at getting to the right spots.
Morant against Jackson. Outside for Jackson. And good. A friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And 12 points for Jaren Jackson.
And no surprise here, right? This guy is not only a gifted player, but he is so smart on the offensive end.
Grizzlies have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. Morant passes to Williams. In the corner, it's Bain. Williams in the post, defended by George. Bain, no good.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Leonard. And it's off the back rim, no good. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. And here's Morant. From deep three-point range, that shot off. And so the Grizzlies take the win. This was a very strong showing for them, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it.
Who also have that poker face. Allie, good stuff. So the Clippers win the tip. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at point guard. Now here's George. Nice move. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often. This is how you begin a game. Set the tone right from the jump.
Take a nice deep breath. You score on that first possession. Gets the game started the right way.
Now here's George. On target from range.
These teams are finding the range, showing a lot of confidence.
It seems like they're going to find out who can make the deepest threes. Right now it's a shootout.
Here's Edwards. Pass to Russell. Great D that time from Zubac.
That's the only kind of defense that's going to cut the mustard here tonight. You got to stay on top of a guy like that who can play at such a high level offensively.
For 3, George. No luck on that one. The Timberwolves go the other way with it. Right side, McDaniels. Picked by Gobert. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Tipped. And he gets it back. Yep, that one goes. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. George against Edwards. Leonard outside. Three-pointer. Goes back up. Zubac's shot is off.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim. Just couldn't capitalize.
Ooh, poked away. Back to Daniels. Oh, George with a steal. Morris with it. Towns covering. Morris passes to George. Inside. Here's Zubac. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way. The last couple of seasons, the Clippers have shot the lights out from deep, Brett.
Oh, man, they've been unbelievable. Over 41% back in that 21 season. That led the NBA. So they got a nice collection of shooters on this Clippers team, and it helps that you have Paul George and Kawhi Leonard play to create great shooting opportunities. So lots of guys that can hurt you from deep.
Now here's George. They double-team George. Morris for 3. They get it again. Great positioning on the putback.
Hey, it's what every youth coach says. Follow your shot. This is why you do it, for those easy putbacks.
It's McDaniels on the wing. Here's the three. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Russell.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
The Clippers in the lead. It's George on the wing. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Pass to Edwards. Count the basket.
The defensive effort was lacking a bit, but hey, give him credit for finding a weakness there.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's George. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. The kick out to Morris. The three is up. The rebound by the Timberwolves. 1:11 left in the first quarter. To the inside. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, you love to see that kind of vision from Gobert. As much attention as he draws from the D, there's bound to be an open man, and he just got to find him.
Now here's George. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
Of all the action happening there, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Here's Russell. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. And the basket by Towns.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
George against Edwards. Here's Leonard. It's good. Set up beautifully by George.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And there's the foul. It's on Ivica Zubac. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
15 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Russell from outside. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
Well, you got to chase him off the three-point line and not let him get into that kind of rhythm as Russell knocks one in.
Morris on the wing. The three, George. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just nails the three. Way to close the quarter.
Well, you love nailing.
Some great action here early as we end the first quarter in a tie. Let's take a quick break, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And before we move on, what do you think about what we've seen from the Clippers?
Oh, what a first quarter. You love their willingness to make the extra pass.
There's so much unselfish play out there. The coaching staff has to be thrilled with that.
The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's who's out there for the Clippers.
And the standout skill of Paul George is the fact that on both ends of the court, he's going to affect the outcome of the game.
Right side, McDaniels. And there's the call on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Russell against Jackson. Russell, the pass to McDaniels. And a two-handed jam.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Pass to George. And the jam by George.
Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time. as he's able to get to the rim.
And George is the kind of versatile player that every team is looking for, Brett.
BA, with all of that experience, is able to switch on so many different guys, and he understands what it is they're trying to do. And then on the offensive end, he just scores in a myriad of ways. He's hitting threes, he's driving, he's dunking, he's making plays. PG, the complete package.
And for the Clippers, they're shooting around 50% of the game so far. It's blocked by Gobert.
And just a top-tier shot blocker in the league. Gobert's massive wingspan is a huge reason why he wipes away all those shots.
The kick out to Edwards. Jackson against Russell. 5 on the clock. And here's Gobert from the arc. McDaniels from long range. It's rebounded by Morris. Pass to Jackson. It's George on the wing. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Wing shot on the way. And there's Leonard on the assist from Jackson. And Brent, you look at the Defensive Player of the Year award. Generally, the province of big men. Does that shortchange the great perimeter defenders?
I think so. I mean, we're seeing more and more with teams playing small, BA, the value of being switchable on the perimeter and taking on the best offensive player that tends to come from the wing position. You've got to put some more value in how wing defenders are out there and shutting down primary offensive players on the other team.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Pass to George. A minute 53 left to play in the second quarter. Now Morris. Shot clock at 5. Now George. Good work defensively by Towns. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Zubac. Russell to pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell. Pass to Towns. Now here's Gobert. Zubac with the steal. Jackson outside. Back to George. Over Edwards. George's shot is off.
Not a way to get out of a funk. He needs to be looking for good, solid, more efficient shots. Not the wild one he took there.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Here's George. Minnesota with a rebound. Towns has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Here's Towns. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Leonard on the wing. Over McDaniels. That one a little long.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
This is who Towns is. An unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Here's George. Count it. George has got 4 points this quarter.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And so a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Timberwolves ahead. They lead by 4. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Here's Noel. On the court for Minnesota. Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Kyle Anderson. Then there's Naz Reid. And it's Prince in at the small forward position. And he slams it in one-handed.
Anderson has great vision as a point forward. Exceptional court awareness.
Jackson outside. Kicks it to George. There's the three. Reid with the rebound.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And for Paul George, playing close to home on a title-contending team, it's a tremendous opportunity, Grant.
And back with the Pacers, he twice made the Eastern Conference Finals. But without a doubt, this is the most talented team he's ever been a part of.
Pass to Morris. From deep. And the shot's good.
Think about the growth of Kawhi Leonard's game, where in the first few seasons had very few assists as a playmaker, and now it's a key part of his game.
Here's Prince. Driving inside. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 8.
Since halftime, they have been efficient and effective, making Coach very happy.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Out of bounds as Los Angeles keeps possession. And it's time to take another look at that powerful block.
Yeah, good offense comes from great defense. This lead is only getting stronger with plays like that.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Leonard for three. Minnesota with a rebound.
Well, even though he misses that one, the defense has got to talk about that, and that's a bad miscue, and you can't give up looks like that all game long.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
George with it. Prince is there. The shot. And it's Leonard. That time on the assist by George. Leonard's got 6 points.
Smart play from PG. Just sees a man with a better shot and gets him the rock.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And it's a completely new group for the Clippers. Pass to Noel. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Noel. The rebound by Mann. Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Powell right side. Here's Covington. And the jam by Covington.
And how about that? Covington rising up and throwing it down with some authority.
Here's Noel. He has 6. Pass to McLaughlin.
Great job to establish position and square up.
For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Outside wall. Pass to Batum. On the wing man. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. It's such a wide open look. And now just a 3-point Timberwolves lead.
Covington must prefer that. He gets a great rhythm on the catch and shoot.
Here's Noel. Now covers. Into the lane. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. There's a minute 17 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Mann. Oh, it misses. Had a chance to tie it. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Up top, Anderson. Nails the baby hook. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
capable on the interior to score so long. Slow-mo. Anderson not going to pass up a look like that.
Pass to man. Yep, count it.
Now, he's too good a finisher to blow that kind of chance, but that's going to be a wake-up call to the defense.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. Here's McLaughlin. Back to Noel. Now Reed. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A three-point play opportunity. And a new group getting ready for the Timberwolves. Towns, he's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Prince. Edwards, he's checked in for Noel. And Russell is subbed in for McLaughlin. 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Powell. McDaniels with the rebound. Now here's Edwards. Russell from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. Russell's got 6.
Excellent awareness. Enough room for D'Angelo to squeeze one off that time.
The third quarter comes to a close. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
So helpful to the offensive versatility when your bigs can create, freeing everybody up, and that cut was wide open.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. That's who's out there for the Clippers. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Towns passes to McDaniels. Back to Towns. Just 4 to shoot. Takes a 3. Kept alive by Minnesota. Here's Gobert. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
And here's George. Morris on the wing. Lets the 3 fly. Doesn't go that time. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. To the middle. McDaniels, that's good.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
George against Edwards. Morris right side. Down low. Here's Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. Over Morris. And so he draws the foul. Headed to the line to shoot a pair. That one on Morris.
And it is so tough to disrupt Towns' shot. I mean, when he shoots, he's so disciplined and locked in. Oh, so impressive.
And the second free throw is good. Here's Jackson trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Stolen by Russell. Outside Edwards. Gobert inside. Leonard defending. Ooh, Morris with a steal. To the middle. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Outside Edwards. Outside for Russell. To the the left side wing. Towns for three. Offensive rebound. Back to Russell. To the inside. Oh, and Gobert powers it home.
The defense better make sure they're sticking to all four other players, or else D'Angelo's going to find the open man.
George outside. Back to Jackson. Lets it go from deep. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 6 assists now in the game.
Slow defensive rotation causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Outside Russell. Pass to Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Looking to end this cold spell. No good on the shot. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Shoots. And out of bounds. Los Angeles will have it. The Clippers running out of time. Leonard outside. Puts up a three. The shot off that time.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
Towns finds Gobert. Edwards with it. Towns a screen on Leonard. Edwards a pass to Towns. Zubac with the steal. 43 seconds left in the game. Towns with the ball. Pass to Russell. The three. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
The three, George. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. They can simply hold on to the ball here.
No question, BA. They deserve the win.
Now Towns. From deep three-point range. He's off on that one.
It's never easy from that distance, but we see him drill those and shoot around all the time.
Thank you.
Here we go.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. Memphis with the ball. Brooks the pass to Morant. And stolen by Russell. Towns with it, guarded now by Jackson. And it's Towns penetrating. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Clark, the focus tonight has to be on the front court matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
Oh, nice play from Brooks down in the paint. Not afraid to get physical on the inside.
Russell kicks to Edwards. And he uses the glass on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Payne. Jackson has the open look. No good from outside.
And even without that three-ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
To the middle. Gobert finds Russell. A three-pointer off the mark.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And McDaniels with the block. Payne against Towns. Russell passes to McDaniels. He takes it in and finished off by McDaniel.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with two hands on that stuff.
Yeah, highly efficient. Nothing extra special there. Just effective.
Payne kicks to Brooks. Back to Payne. 4 on the shot clock. He dishes it to Adams. Gobert with the block.
And the reach and height of Gobert, it literally makes it impossible to score over him. He's able to get all over that shot.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 2 from deep here.
You know, when it comes to the Minnesota Timberwolves, for so long, they've struggled to be competitive. But recently, I think they've started to turn things around. I mean, they've got a nice core. They got a taste of the playoffs recently, and now look to build on that.
It's stolen by Adams. Brooks with it. Working on McDaniels. Payne passes to Morant. He kicks to Adams. Memphis moving it around. Down it goes!
Take that rack down!
Slam!
Yeah, that's fire right there. Morant practicing for the dunk contest. I see you, young fella.
Now here's Edwards. Out to the right wing. Russell passes to Edwards. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
Here's Towns. Towns is doubled. That one falls.
Well, I tell you what, so hard trying to corral Towns. He's got excellent strength, good feet, good hands, and he's got a will to score the ball that you've got to appreciate.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
I mean, how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot, so he was reliable when he went to the line.
Yeah, that's a great asset to have, guys, for any team. Coming down the stretch in close games, you've got a guy who's confident and very good at the line. When he steps up there, you feel good about it.
Now, here is Russell. No points in the game yet for him. Fires the three. Towns, no luck. And Morant's got the ball here for the Memphis Grizzlies. 4-point game. Pass to Adams. Left block shot on the way. Gobert pulls it in. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Edwards finds McDaniel. There's 38 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. The Timberwolves have shot just 1 free throw, missing that one early.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
So he gets them both. The Grizzlies trail by 6. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Morant. And a wide open look for Payne. And another miss by Memphis. Now Gobert. Russell kicks to Edwards. It's Edwards on the wing. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are.
The previous play is under review.
Did he get the basket off in time?
And the NBA Replay Center in Secaucus is queuing it up. And even before we look at the replay, I'm pretty sure he got that off in time.
Yeah, that's how it looked to me. And that.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the call is going to be overturned. The second look shows that he did, in fact, beat the clock. And so it's Minnesota holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. In a moment here, to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
And, you know, in no time at all, they've also started finding points inside, already taking apart that interior defense.
The wingmen are Bane and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the point. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. And Russell gets it to go.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
And McDaniels with the block. And Adams with the slam. Timberwolves leading by 6. Russell passes to Towns. Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. And he stays with it.
Towns has excellent size and really long arms, and he uses both to wreak havoc on the offensive board.
Morant drives in. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's on Anthony Edwards. And the accepted wisdom is role players tend to play better at home than on the road. I've always wondered, Clark, how does that affect them more than stars?
You know, I don't know if I actually buy into that. I do think there's a comfort level when you're at home. I think it's always a little more pressurized to be the home team because you have some additional distractions. Typically, role players are a little more inconsistent overall just based on their particular positions, but that's why you don't call them stars. You call them role players.
Back to Edwards. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
Really important for this team to get production from Edwards. When he's aggressive in scoring the ball, they go to another level.
And the second free throw, good. And so it's Memphis with it. They trail by 6. Russell against Morant. Left side, Bain. Here's Jackson. Kick out to Adams. Shot clock at 6. And the basket by Jackson.
And that is quickly becoming Jackson's domain. He's such a strong finisher in the paint.
Russell inside. Jackson on him. Outside, Russell. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 or 3 so far.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you know, with that size difference, that's not an easy shot. I mean, I don't care how close to the rim he is. That's a tough shot.
Morant finds Jackson. Brooks with no one around. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Brooks has got 5 points so far.
A solid distributor. I think Jackson is gifted at reading defenses and then being able to spot the open teammate.
Here's Gobert. Another shot. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just a grinder. Always doing the dirty work on the offensive glass. And that's one of the things he brings to the table.
Payne for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Morant kicks to Adams. Puts the move on. He lays it in. Adams has got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Up top, Russell. Guarded by Morant. Edwards against Bain. Shakes him. And it's laid in by Edwards. 7 points in the game.
Defense gets burned by Edwards' ball handling ability. I mean, this guy's athletic and can really move.
Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Passes it to Bain. Outside Jackson. Stolen by McDaniels. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Bain. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
And as his game continues to develop, Jackson's passing will get better with each season.
The Grizzlies have shot just 1 free throw earlier, 1 for 1 in the game.
And they shot their free throws at a measly 73% clip over the course of last season.
And those aren't the kind of numbers they can afford to repeat throughout this season.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
Exactly what you want from your point guard. Nice dime to the open teammate by Russell.
Now, here's Morant for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't come in for him. And 26. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
On the court for Minnesota. Prince out there with Anderson. Then it's Naz Reid. And it's Noel into the 2-guard.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. A nice shot by Anderson. Anderson's got his first points in this one.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Williams from outside. It's hauled in by Noel. Timberwolves leading by 4. Pass to Reid. Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
For Minnesota, they have shot 3 of 5 at the foul line. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And it's Jones with the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. Anderson with the double team. On the wing, Williams. He's covered by Anderson. No good from Clark.
Boy, that defense smothered him in there. Love the intensity.
Great, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking.
Reid misses.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
And the basket is good.
Man, what a pass that was there. He really, really relishes making the game easier for his teammates.
Here's McLaughlin, defended by Jones. Anderson inside, working on Williams. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Noel. The shot, no good. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Here's Conchar. The pass to Green. Here's Conchar. Outside, Jones. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Kicks to Williams. 1 on the clock and finished off by Williams.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Anderson finds Reid. Tries again. It's Clark with the rebound. Memphis trailing here. Here's Conchar. Williams passes to Green. No luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top. The Timberwolves have gone only 1 of 5 from the field since halftime. Very slow start offensively. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Jones looking for an opening. Green passes to Williams for the tie, and it's good on the way in. Williams has got it all tied up now for the Grizzlies.
So impressive, the fortitude, the will to battle back, but it did take a lot of energy to get here.
Yeah, you know, battling back is about staying the course, and their attitude never changed.
Reid misses, and the dry spell continues. Grizzlies have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Jones dishes to Green. Kicks it out to Jones. Feeds to Clark. For the lead, pass to Conchar. Reid with it. Williams picks him up. Back to Reid. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where one or two possessions can impact the outcome.
Here's Clark. Reed with the rebound. Knocked away. It's stolen by Green. Clark gets to Green. Here's Conchar. It's picked off. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. The Timberwolves on top. Up. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, there's also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. At the forward spots, it's Brooks and Jackson Jr. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Adams in at the center. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. 3 on the clock. The drive by Jackson, and Jackson throws it down hard.
And it's official. All the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. Now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Russell passes to Gobert. The layup missed. Shades over Adams. Second shot opportunity. That one off the back iron and out.
Boy, he knows he should have knocked that one down, especially with the defense not giving much of an effort.
Here's Jackson. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Timberwolves have gone 0-3 to start the fourth quarter. Edwards with it. Now defended by Bain. And the dunk by Towns.
Towns and athleticism. They're getting off the floor to throw it down.
Here's Morant. That one misses. Nice D from Russell. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. The lead is 2. McDaniels dishes to Russell. Jackson against Towns. Out to Russell. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, he showed everybody that he could start over.
Jackson finds Bain. Here's the 3. Rebound, Minnesota.
You know, defensively, you just can't afford to give him that much room. They're fortunate that he missed that one.
Russell passes to Gobert. Here's McDaniels. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Steven Adams picks one up. Guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Timberwolves?
I love the way they're finishing, penetrating, getting downhill, taking the game to their opponents. They've been the aggressors, and that's been impressive.
And one other thing, I love how comfortable they are looking to operate from mid-range. No qualms about taking those wide-open jumpers.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, guys, I caught Taylor Jenkins' message to his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Towns, the pass to McDaniels. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. And the Timberwolves lead by 5.
Towns doing a nice job with the smart play there, getting the ball to a ready shooter instead of trying to force it himself.
Here's Morant. And he can't jam it through.
Tell you what, he does not miss many of those. He's usually a very strong finisher in tight.
And it's Russell in the corner. Outside, Towns. Towns sets the pick for Edwards. Three-pointer. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Morant kicks to Bain. From 11 feet away. Count that one. The Timberwolves lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Morant. Outside, Russell. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
Morant passes to Adams. Gobert with the block, and he's able to get it back. Jackson kicks to Brooks. A second chance effort. No good. The Timberwolves go the other way with it, and there's a whistle. That goes on Dylan Brooks. That'll be his second foul of the game. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Certainly. If they just play smart, this game's over.
John Morant, second personal foul. 14.
It's the first that'll push the lead to double digits.
Guys, it's always good to see a young player start to mature in front of our eyes, and Russell has been that kind of guy. He's done a great job figuring out how to become a better leader.
On the wing, Bain. Good and nice assist from Morant.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And here's Russell. Outside, Towns. And so the Timberwolves take the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was...
We've got two conference rivals squaring off tonight, Grant. I'm sure both teams have been eagerly looking forward to this one.
Well, we always enjoy these rivalry matchups. I mean, facing a rival you've been battling in the rankings is always rewarding. And as a player, you get fired up and are ready to do whatever it takes to get the win.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard in the wing pair. Morris and Zubats play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point. Here's Jackson following the bucket by the Grizzlies. Morris passes to Jackson. Counted. And it's Morris with the assist.
The defense having to respect Jackson's outside game. That opened up things for him in the inside.
Outside Bain. From deep, Moran. The Clippers grab the miss.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Jackson, pass to Zubats. Morris outside. Leonard for three. Buries it from three.
What poise from Leonard on the catch and shoot. He gets the ball and calmly sinks the shot.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman. What? Wait. Hey, dunks are always for the big boy.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Forget just laying it in. He wanted to make a statement.
Now here's Morris. And the Clippers hit again from deep. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
And the foul called on Paul George. That's his first foul of the game. It's stolen by Leonard.
He saw the pass coming a mile away, was perfectly positioned to intercept it.
Releases. That shot off.
Everything worked except for the outcome. You want him to shoot that every time.
And then Morant with the dunk.
With the ball on the screen, John Morant is toying with the defense. Beautiful.
Leonard outside. Tries the spin move. The 3-ball. And it's Bain with the rebound. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. And the dunk by Jackson.
Great vision by John Morant. Has the passing talent to average double-digit assists.
George against Bain. Morris outside. Back to George. Pass to Leonard. 6 to shoot. Offensive board. George finds Leonard. Second shot opportunity, and you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it. And coming into the league, Kawhi Leonard was viewed as a raw prospect, a solid athlete and defender, but someone that needed to work on his jumper.
Now here's Morant. He's got 6. Here's Adams. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
Big man plays by Steven Adams, using all of his height to dominate the offensive glass and end the play.
Here's George. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Well, Smitty, there's no question Kawhi has put a lot of hours into developing his jump shot.
And you see the results now. He's become one of the game's elite scorers because of the hard work he put in, even becoming lethal from outside the arc.
Now here's Adams. And here's Brooks. Pass to Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. Three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers have gone 5 of 8. Solid opening quarter for them. Jackson, the pass to Zubac. George against Bain. And here's Jackson. Stolen by Bain. 40 seconds left to play in the first. Jackson, the pass to Brooks. The three-pointer off the mark. The Clippers in the lead. Leonard on the wing. Brooks defending. It's tipped.
On the block shot, Dylan won't beat you with length, but he does have good lift off the floor.
Pass to Morris. It's George on the wing. Back to Morris. Shot on the wing. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got 3 assists in the game.
Well orchestrated, and then the pass is right on the money.
Shoots from the line. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Los Angeles with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. What has the... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for Los Angeles.
They came out firing from deep. It's always good for a team's confidence when you can start a game that high.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. The two-way threats of George and Leonard of the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And the basket by Bain.
Efficient from range. Desmond came into the league with a sharp 3-point shot.
You know, thinking about the Clippers' history, those Lob City days really stand out, Smitty.
Yes, B.A., one of the most fun eras in recent NBA history. Blake and DeAndre throwing down alley-oops from CP3. That team had their own style, attitude. I love watching that Lob City group play.
George. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Bringing the intensity on the glass. If Paul George is out there, he's going to give it his all.
It's Morant missing.
Even though he missed it, this is the exact play your offense is designed to produce.
And the jam by George.
Insane move by Paul George, a high flyer who can create in midair.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. Memphis trailing here. Outside Morant, pass to Brooks. The crossover, right side Bain. Connects from downtown. Bain's got 6.
Making use of these corner spots. Bain is especially dangerous from this area.
Bain against George. Leonard outside. Jackson outside. Morris passes to Jackson. Just 5 to shoot. The shot that time not on target. Good work defensively by Brooks. Pass to Jackson. Outside for Moran. Tries again. Outside Bain. Three-pointer Brooks. Kept alive. Tries yet again. Adams. It's deflected. Leonard passes to Jackson. Leonard against Moran. Oh, here's Leonard. Defense is right there. Oh, misses the dunk.
In the 2021-22 season, we saw Ja Morant go from a star to a bona fide superstar, averaging over 27 points, 6 assists, and 5 rebounds.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thank you, Brian. Well, Paul George has certainly endured his share of criticism in the past, but he said, quote, "I can't worry about that. It comes with the job. I am who I am. They can judge me on what they want. I'm going to go out there and hoop and give it everything I've got." And guys, he brings a lot to the table.
No question. He is elite, Allie. Thank you. Morant, the pass to Adams. And it's slammed in by Adams.
You just can't let Adams get this deep in the paint, because when he does, he's focused on slamming it down.
Well, Smitty with Morant, his ascension into superstardom was quicker than expected.
BA, before he tweaked his knee, he was in the top 5 for the MVP race, putting himself among the league's elite at the age of 22. And with his passion, he's only going to get better.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
Jackson against Morant. Outside Bain. Back to Morant. Brooks with it. Jackson in his pocket. From deep, Morant. Oh, the Grizzlies get it back. Brooks finds Bain. Ooh, and Adams, strong finish.
And that's why you don't give up on the glass.
And his efforts, well rewarded right there.
Working hard, beating everyone to the ball. He does this night in and night out.
Morant against Jackson. And Morant gets it to go. Now just a 1-point Los Angeles lead.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
Not going to go that time. Grant, they could attempt a 2-for-1 here.
They could. The key here is a good look.
Pass to Bain. Back to Jackson. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Morris.
Hard not to foul. Jaren's a big guy who can score with either hand over either shoulder.
The son of an NBA player, Jaren Jackson Jr. I actually played a bit with his dad, Jaren Sr. at Orlando back in the early 2000s, which means I'm old.
Jackson down low, pounded by Morant. And the call will be against Jaren Jackson. That's his first foul of the game. 23 seconds left in the first half. Leonard on the wing. Brooks defending.
Nice defense by Dylan Brooks, using his power on that play.
Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
George. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
The officials were right on top of that one.
That one misses.
The all-around game Paul George possesses is so special. His versatility is what makes him so valuable.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. It's the Grizzlies up 2. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after. second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. Paul George has been sensational.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. Then there's Danny Green. And it's Williams in at the 4. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. 2 points. That one goes. We've seen a lot of coaches make the transition from college to the NBA. Smitty, what are the biggest challenges in making that leap, you think?
I think gaining trust from your players is totally different from the NBA and college. Also, the pace of the game. Not the speed of the players, but the flow of gameplay itself. And finding the soft spot in an NBA defense is much harder than it is in college.
Shot clock at 2. And it's Green missing.
Easy chance from mid-range. Wouldn't be surprised to see them run that play again.
Jones against Wall to the paint. Tipped and stolen by Clark. Here's Williams. And he banks in the layup. Williams has got his first points of the game.
In a tight game, they wanted to make sure of that possession.
And Wall, here we go. Batum. Crafty move. And that's 2 points on the layup.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Listen, put the ball in the hands of your best scorers and let them go to work. Keep it simple.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 5 from the perimeter in this game. Here's man. Green covering. Here's Wall. And the big finish by Wall.
Are you serious? John Wall with the statement. Oh, that's pretty.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon. Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Pass to Green. Here's Conchar. Here's Williams. Oh, Covington with a block.
All over, guys. I like watching Covington be a pest on the defensive end.
Here's Wall. Now Batum. And the basket's good with the assist from Wall. Now it's a 4-point Clipper lead.
Good play call and good execution. The offense running on all cylinders.
Here's Jones. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
The Clippers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to go since the break. Wall against Jones. Now here's Wall. Defense right on him. And the big finish by Wall.
Getting up and finishing with muscle. Love seeing Wall attack the basket with ferocity.
Jones, the pass to Green. Back to Jones. Williams on the wing. Pass to Clark. 5 to shoot. Memphis needs to get off a shot. Beyond the arc. Conchar can't hit. The Clippers have got 5 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Jones against Wall. There's 57 seconds left in the third quarter. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket is good, and he'll go to the line.
From an early age, Terrence Mann has been around hoops. His mom was a long-time college head coach and now an assistant in the WNBA.
Pass to Green. Outside Jones. Crosses over. The shot, no good. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. And the big finish by Wall.
Not many guys can score on the move like Wall. A true slasher. Gets inside with ease and has a bunch of ways to finish.
And the Grizzlies call time here. So So Memphis ends up going with a new group. 35 seconds left in the third. Moran against Wall. Kicks it out to Jackson. From deep, Payne. The shot no good. And it's the Clippers' ball. They're on a 14-4 run. Pass to Wall. Here's Mann. And the Clippers again with a bucket.
And they're playing rock-solid basketball right now. Really starting to see that lead grow.
They have just nailed their halftime adjustments. That's for sure. They don't want to have to sweat this one out. They're looking to pull away.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers earning this break in the action, up 10. Defense is setting. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Fundamental basketball. Keep your eyes up. Keep the ball moving. You're going to keep the defense on its heels.
With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the fourth, the two-way threats of George and Leonard, the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court, and it's Jackson in at the point.
You know, some of Ja Morant's sequences remind you of a young Derrick Rose. He's that explosive.
It's George on the wing. With the tip, controls the rebound and the putback. And the Clippers lead by 11.
I love the relentless attitude he showed there. Got himself in great position under the glass.
Hey, had the presence of mind to know exactly where the rebound was going. The putback. It's good on the putback. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Clippers.
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
Also, guys, they put in maximum effort on the offensive glass. Great determination to follow shots and not giving up on the possessions.
And now let's present our New Balance player of the game, Paul George.
And he's really had a tremendous night from the field. Shooting at a clip over 50%. I'll tell you what, that's the kind of efficiency that makes a coach rest well at night.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Taylor Jenkins had to say to his team. It wasn't feel-good pep talk. He wants them to show some fight in the closing moments. He told them, if you guys want to salvage any respect from this game, now's the time to do it. Show them we are better than this. Guys, take it away.
Appreciate the report, Allie. He takes it in. Oh, and the dunk by George!
So slippery when he's driving the ball. Paul George makes it look easy.
Kicks it out to Jackson. And that one is stopped right through.
The young fella usually goes about his business, but on that play, it was a highlight reel from Jaren Jackson.
Spins. The three, George. The putback. Leonard outside. Pass to George. Just 5 on the clock. Back to Leonard. And stolen by Bain. Brooks with it. Guarded now by George. Brooks the pass to Jackson. Adams with the ball. Second chance effort. Played it in with a nice touch off the window.
What I like about Adams, he just knows where to be. Nice play.
Moran against Jackson. George left side. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by George. And now it's time to take another view of that huge swat.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Outside Bain.
One of the best defenders in the NBA, Paul George displays strong timing and discipline.
Shot from the wing. That doesn't go either for George.
Something's off about him this quarter.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Did you see that, B.A.? Just an emphatic tomahawk slam.
Wow, just pure power right there. Pass to Zubac. There's Jackson with the three. Nails it from three. And the Clippers lead by 12.
You love the balance from Reggie Jackson, generating more power in the catch and shoot.
And here's Morant outside. And his fifth make of the game in 12 attempts.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Hey, players love competition, and the fans love it as well.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Fires for three. The Grizzlies pull it in. Bane's got 4 rebounds now. Morant, the pass to Bane. Out to the right wing. Jackson outside. The three. And terrific work on the offensive glass as he picks up the deuce.
In terms of raw tools, Jaren could become one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. We'll see how it plays out.
Pass to George. Out of bounds. It'll be Grizzlies ball. Here's the Grizzlies with the ball. They're on an 11-3 run. Jackson outside. Here's Morant. Oh, and he got fouled on his way. Well, maybe a little bit of a use it or lose it situation with the coach's challenge. Probably won't make a difference to the outcome, but they still want to review the call.
People were worried that this would slow the action down.
The previous play is under review.
Every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Out of bounds as Memphis keeps possession. And stolen by Leonard. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. George against Bane. George's shot is off. And here's Memphis. 7-point differential. And now they trail by just 4.
Desmond Bane showing no nerves.
And they committed intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, no, you had to do that. I mean, you can't allow them to dribble out the time.
Here's Leonard. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second team foul.
Good on the first, and that puts him up 5.
He's a soft-spoken leader. Kawhi Leonard prefers to let his play do the talking for him.
Put a bow on this one. His composure at the line effectively ends it.
From deep, Morant. That shot off the mark. So it's the Clippers picking up the win. And they barely squeezed. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.